Good morning, children. Welcome to grade 5. This is your English class. Look this picture, children. I'm sure you have heard of Rabindranath Tagore. He was a poet, novelist, short story writer, and dramatist. This is a picture of him. Then, floating a paper boat is one of the most favorite activities of children. Yes, are you accept this, children? Read this beautiful poem by Rabindranath Tagore to find out what goes on in the mind of a little child who floats his paper boats in a stream. Let's listen to the poem Paper Boats. Day by day, I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I repeat the lines once again, children. Day by day, I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. In big black letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that some in some strange land will find them and know who I am. In these lines, the poet says that daily he floats the paper boats in the running water. Daily he floats the paper boats in the running water by writing his name and the name of his village in big black letters. He does this with the hope that someone in a strange land would find his boat and take that, and that person would come to know about the poet and who the poet is. Now, moving to the second part. I load my little boats with shoe flour from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting their white bulging sails. I repeat the poem lines. I load my little boats with shoe flour from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. I launch my paper boats and look up into the sky and see the little clouds setting their white bulging sails. In these lines, the poet imagines that he would load his boat with beautiful shoe flowers, children, in the hope that the flowers will bloom in the early morning will be carried safely to the land during the night. Then, while floating the paper boats, the poet looks up in the sky, children. He sees that the clouds are bulging out. Children, here the word bulging means the clouds are full of water. Now, moving to the last part. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them and leading in their baskets full of dreams. I repeat once again, children. I know not what playmate of mine in the sky sends them down the air to race with my boats. When night comes, I bury my face in my arms and dream that my paper boats float on and on under the midnight stars. The fairies of sleep are sailing in them, and the leading in their baskets full of dreams. In these lines, the poet explains that he imagines that some of his friends has sent these white clouds down to the earth in the form of rain so that they can complete with his paper boats. Children, the poet explains that now it is the night time and the child is tired. While lying on the bed, he covers face with his arms and again dreams about his paper boats. Again he dreams about his paper boats. He dreams that still his paper boats are sailing under the midnight stars. The child dreams that fairies are sailing in his paper boats and these angels have baskets which are full of dreams. These angels have baskets which are full of dreams. Students, we all know that a paper boat cannot sail so long in water. But the innocent mind of a child is thinking that from the morning till night, his paper boats are still floating in the water. And he is keeping on dreaming different ideas and different things. So, students, this poem tells us how the child imagines the world of playfulness and fun, and it gives the message to spread peace, love, and enjoy in the universe. Children, I hope you all enjoyed reading the poem. Now we are moving to the book exercise. Children, take your book now, page number 108. Now, exercise A. Mark the sentences as true or false. The first one, the poet floats his paper boats in a small puddle. I repeat, the poet floats his paper boats in a small puddle. It is false statement. So, F. Second one, he writes his name and address on the paper boats. I repeat, he writes his name and address on the paper boats. This statement is true. So, T for true. Third one, he puts red roses in the boats. He puts red roses in the boats. This statement is false. So, F. Fourth one, he thinks that sleep fairies sail in his boats at night. I repeat, he thinks that sleep fairies sail in his boats at night. This statement is true. So, T for true. Fifth one, the travelers do not carry anything with them in the paper boats. I repeat, the travelers do not carry anything with them in the paper boats. This statement is false. So, F. Children, now we are moving to grammar part. Chapter 17, Agreement of Subject and Verb. Chapter 17, Agreement of Subject and Verb. In a sentence, the verb must always agree with the subject in number and person. The verb in the sentence must be singular if the subject is singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb will be plural as well. This is known as the agreement of subject and verb. I repeat once again, children. In a sentence, the verb must always agree with the subject in number and person. The verb in the sentence must be singular if the subject is singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb will be plural as well. This is known as the agreement of subject and verb. For example, the dog chases the cat. The dog chases the cat. Here, singular subject is dog. So, singular verb chases. Second one, the planes fly in the sky. The planes fly in the sky. Plural subject is planes. Plural verb is fly. Third one, Raju does his homework every day. Raju does his homework every day. Here, singular subject is Raju. Singular verb is does. Fourth one, Raju and his friends do their homework every day. I repeat, Raju and his friends do their homework every day. Here, plural subject Raju and his friends. Plural verb do. Then, look at the way the verbs be and have changed their forms depending on the subject. Here, two forms are given, children. Look at the tabular column. Be form and have form. Let's see the subject and how the verb changed in present tense and past tense with examples. First type is be form. Subject I. If subject is I, we use verb am for present tense and was for past tense. Let's see the examples. I am 10 years old. I am 10 years old. Then I was 9 years old last year. I was 9 years old last year. Here, am used for present tense. Was used for past tense. If subject is I. Then, if the subjects are he, she, it. Singular noun means present tense verb is. Then past tense verb is was. So look at the examples, children. He or she is a soccer player. Then he or she was a swimmer. Here is used for present tense. Then was is used for past tense. Then if the subjects are you, we, they, plural form means we used are for present tense or verb for present tense. Then were is used for past tense. Let's see the examples, children. We or they are my friends. We or they are my friends. This is present tense. Or is used for present tense. Then we or they were in the same class. We or they were in the same class. Here past tense. Were is used for past tense. Then have form. Here the subjects are I, you, we, they. Plural noun means we used have for present tense, had for past tense, have for present tense and had for past tense. Let's look the examples, children. I, we, they have lots of book. I, we, they have lots of books. Here have used for present tense. Then I, we, they had a beautiful house. I, we, they had a beautiful house. Had used for past tense. Then he, she, it. Singular noun. He, she, it. If the subject is he, she, it, singular noun means we used has, had. Has for present tense and had for past tense. Let's look the example, children. He, she has several friends. He, she has several friends. Here we used has for present tense. Second one, he, she had a holiday on Friday. He, she had a holiday on Friday. Had used for past tense. Then rules of subject verb agreement. We are going to see rules of subject verb agreement. Keep the following rules in mind, children. Let's see first rule, children. Two nouns or pronouns joined by and form a plural subject and take a plural verb. For example, Morgan and Sham are in the class. Morgan and Sham are in the class. Then my friends and I go to the beach every Sunday. My friends and I go to the beach every Sunday. Here, two nouns or pronouns joined by and form a plural subject and take a plural verb. Plural subject is Morgan and Sham. Verb is are. Then my friends and I, plural subject, and plural verb is go. Next, rule 2. We use a singular verb with a collective noun. We use a singular verb with a collective noun when the collection is taken as a single unit. When the collection is taken as a single unit. For example, the fleet of ships is in the harbor. The fleet of ships is in the harbor. The crowd of people is waiting to hear the president. The crowd of people is waiting to hear the president. Here we use a singular verb with the collective noun. Now, rule 3. We use a plural verb with the collective noun when we think of its members as individuals. I repeat, we use a plural verb with a collective noun when we think of its members as individuals. For example, the jury were divided in their opinion. The jury were divided in their opinion. Then, rule 4. The names of subjects take a singular verb even though some of them have s at the end. I repeat, the names of subjects take a singular verb even though some of them have s at the end. For examples, physics is an interesting subject. Physics is an interesting subject. Mathematics is too difficult for me. Mathematics is too difficult for me. Here, subjects take a singular verb even though some of them have yes at the end. Then, rule number 5. The titles of books and names of countries always take singular verb even when they sound plural. I repeat, The titles of books and names of countries always take singular verbs even when they sound plural. For examples, Beauty and the Beast is an interesting story. Beauty and the Beast is an interesting story. Then, the United States is a powerful country. The United States is a powerful country. In Rule 6, we usually use plural verbs with I and you. We usually use plural verbs with I and you. For examples, I have an exam next week. I have an exam next week. You have grown tall. You have grown tall. Then you are an intelligent child. You are an intelligent child. Now, book exercises, children, page number 85 and 86. Exercise A. Fill in the blanks with is, am, or. Is, am, or. Where we use is, am, or, children? Be form verbs for present tense. Depending on the subject, we use is, am, or. Let's see the first one, children. Shobha and Jayanti are neighbors. Shobha and Jayanti are neighbors. Here, plural subject. Shobha and Jayanti. So, plural verb are. Now, second one. I am afraid of storms. I am afraid of storms. Here, for subject I, we usually use am in present tense. Then, third one. It is a good idea to meet in the evening. It is a good idea to meet in the evening. Here, singular subject it. So, singular verb is. Fourth one, Deepa is Minu's sister. Deepa is Minu's sister. Here, singular subject Deepa. So, singular verb is. Now, fifth one. This armchair is for sale. This armchair is for sale. Singular subject is armchair. So, singular verb is. Sixth one, English and mathematics are my favorite subjects. English and mathematics are my favorite subjects. Here, plural subject, English and mathematics. So, plural verb are. Seventh one, the Maldives is a small group of islands in the Indian Ocean. The Maldives is a small group of islands in the Indian Ocean. Here, singular subject, the Maldives. So, singular verb is. Eighth one, water is necessary for life. Water is necessary for life. Here, singular subject, water. So, singular verb is. Then, exercise B. Fill in the blanks with was or were. Fill in the blanks with was or were. Children, was or were used for past tense. Was or were used for past tense. Was used for singular noun. Was used for singular noun, children. Were used for plural noun. Were used for plural noun. Only in past tense. Only in past tense. Let's see the first one, children. Radha and Ruby were in Delhi last year. Radha and Ruby were in Delhi last year. Here, Radha and Ruby. Plural subject. So, plural verb were. Then, this sentence is past tense. So, last year. So, we used were. Second one, history was his favorite subject in school until he found that he liked English more. History was his favorite subject in school until he found that he liked English more. Here, history is singular subject. History is singular subject. So, singular verb was. Singular verb was. Third one, a flock of sheep was crossing the road. A flock of sheep was crossing the road. Here we use a singular verb with a collective noun. We use a singular verb with a collective noun. Fourth one, in those days I was very busy. In those days I was very busy. For I subject we used was. Then fifth one, the buildings were very old. The buildings were very old. Here plural subject. So plural verb were. Sixth one, the white flowers were not in the basket. The white flowers were not in the basket. Here white flowers, plural subject. So plural verb were. Seventh one, the book was lying on the big rack. The book was lying on the big rack. Here singular subject. So singular verb was. Eighth one, all my dresses were dirty. All my dresses were dirty. Here plural subject. So plural verb were. Next one, exercise C. Fill in the blanks with has or have. Fill in the blanks with has or have. Has or have we use for present tense. We use for present tense. Has is used for singular noun, children. Has is used for singular noun in present tense. Have is used for plural noun. Have is used for plural noun. Let's see the first one, children. Shalu has curly hair. Shalu has curly hair. Here, Shalu, singular subject. So, singular verb has. Singular verb has. Second one, they have a parrot and an aquarium of fish. They have a parrot and an aquarium of fish. Here, plural subject, they. Plural subject, they. So, plural verb, have. Plural verb, have. Third one, you have several color pencils. You have several color pencils. So, here we usually use plural verbs with I and you. So, here subject you. So, verb, plural verb have. Squirrels have bushy tails. Squirrels have bushy tails. Here, plural subject, squirrels. So, plural verb have. Fifth one, that boy has a banana in his hand. That boy has a banana in his hand. Here, singular subject. So, singular verb has. Sixth one, we have guests at home. We have guests at home. Here, we, plural subject. So, plural verb have. Then seventh one, Tanima has an elder sister. I repeat, Tanima has an elder sister. Here, singular subject. So, singular verb has. Eighth one, Mr. Gupta has a large house. Mr. Gupta has a large house. Here, singular subject, Mr. Gupta. So, singular verb has. Then, exercise D. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the given verbs. All the verbs should be in the present tense. Children, verbs are given inside the brackets. You have to change into present tense. So, first one, she eats dinner at 9 p.m. She eats dinner at 9 p.m. Inside the bracket, given verb is eat. We changed it to present tense. So, eats. Second one, dogs wag their tails when they are happy. Dogs wag their tails when they are happy. Here, dogs, plural subject. So, wag. Third one, monkeys live on the trees. We can find more than 10 species of monkeys in India. Monkeys live on trees. We can find more than 10 species of monkeys in India. Inside the bracket, given verbs are live, find. Monkeys, plural subject. So, the same answer. Live and find. If singular subject means only children, we have to add yes to the verb. Now, fourth one. Diksha plays with her dolls. Diksha plays with her dolls. Inside the bracket, given verb is play. Diksha is singular subject. So, we have to add yes to the verb. So, Diksha plays with her dolls. Fifth one, I love listening to music. I love listening to music. Here, the given verb is love. No changes, children. The same answer. Sixth one, I drink enough water every day. I drink enough water every day. Here, the given verb is drink. So, here also the same answer. No changes, children. Seventh one, the plan looks good to me. The plan looks good to me. Here, the given verb is look. So, the singular subject, the plan. So, we add yes to the verb to make present tense. Then, eighth one, the horses run through the fields in the morning. The horses run through the fields in the morning. The given verb is run. Here, the subject is plural, horses. So, run. No changes, children. Then, exercise E. Rewrite the sentences after correcting the errors in subject verb agreement. Here, the first one, Tom live in Mumbai, but John live in Delhi. Tom live in Mumbai, but John live in Delhi. Here, Tom, singular subject. So, singular verb lives. But here, the underlined words are wrong. So, after correcting the errors, Tom lives in Mumbai, but John lives in Delhi. I repeat, children. Tom lives in Mumbai, but John lives in Delhi. Second one, I cooks food every evening. I cooks food every evening. Here, error is cooks. After correcting the error, the answer is I cook for every evening. I cook for every evening. Third one, They was the best of friends earlier. They was the best of friends earlier. Here, error is was. After correcting the error, the answer is they were the best of friends earlier. They were the best of friends earlier. Fourth one, frogs lives in the pond and eat insects. Frogs lives in the pond and eat insects. Here, error is lives. After correcting the error, frogs live in the pond and eat insects. Frogs live in the pond and eat insects. Fifth one, an aeroplane fly high above the ground. An aeroplane fly high above the ground. Here, error is fly. Error is fly. The correct answer is an aeroplane flies high above the ground. An aeroplane flies high above the ground. Sixth one, grandma said that she have pain in her knees. Grandma said that she have pain in her knees. Here, errors are say, have. The correct answer is grandma says that she has pain in her knees. I repeat, grandma says that she have pain in her knees. Then seventh one, I were eating an orange when my friend came. I were eating an orange when my friend came. Here, error is were. The correct answer is I was eating an orange when my friend came. I was eating an orange when my friend came. Eighth one, oil and water does not mix. Oil and water does not mix. Here, the error is does. The correct answer is oil and water do not mix. Oil and water do not mix. Children, I hope you are all clear with this topic. Thank you for your kind listening, children. I will catch you in my next video class. Thank you, children.